Fresh out. First of all, let me shout out to Queen's Aesthetic.
Who?
Queen's Aesthetic, Houston. They do
Okay,
facials
I'm
and
gonna need
stuff.
you.
They do facials and stuff. Y'all know who I'm talking. I shout out to all the ladies that helped me out today. I'm fresh. Like self care is real, bro. Like I ain't never been no self care type. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't. You know what I'm
What
saying?
got you into it now?
I need to go do some stuff. You know, we ain't gonna get into that, but for the longest time, I never really just did self care. I always try to make sure the family good, everybody else good. But today, I went and got a facial, and this is what I realized: I've been unself carely fine my whole life. You get what I'm saying?
On South,
Unself carely fine.
like so you didn't need no help.
No, I don't need no help now, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that it felt good, bro. And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It felt good. So I'm gonna start doing self-care because I realize us as men, you know what I'm saying? Like I never seen my dad do this type stuff. And you know, we always thought that that was kind of feminine. You know what I'm saying? Well, I did. I ain't gonna speak for y'all, but I did. You know what I'm saying? So facials and what's that? The pedicures and you know what I'm
I get
saying?
my feet done.
And drink. You do?
Yeah,
I don't get my.
but I mean I get it like I probably get my feet done probably once out of the month.
One time I do.
One time out of the month.
Do you get your feet?
I ain't been in a minute.
You do?
I do. I get my nails done too.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Now you know. Now
I don't get these.
You know. Did he be wanting to party? And you got to tell him no. What can't say? You know what I'm saying? So make me understand that. Make me understand that because
yeah, me too.
that's
Help me out.
because I don't because I saw a dude from Kentucky. I think he was talking about he painted his.
Here's the NIL deal
blue.
though.
I don't care what it is. I ain't explain it to me.
So like, so for me, it's really just like I use my hands a lot, like a lot, especially where I was working, like dealing with oil and all that. So going to get my fingernails done, I have to because like you wash your hands a million times, even throughout the day, whatever. But it's still some things you can't get from up under your nail.
Okay, so I understand the hygiene part of
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm going for, the hygiene.
Okay, but that's not what we was talking about.
Are you talking about painting them?
Yes, I'm talking about painting them.
But he don't get his painted.
I used to.
Oh,
I just stopped.
Okay.
Not the whole set though. I get like one
Did
nail.
he be wanting to party?
Like one nail?
Like one nail. I get my middle fingers. I used to. I haven't did it in like 6-8 months.
But what's the significance of that? What's
that?
It's just style. Like really what you comfortable with. You know?
Okay.
Other than all my other nails being clear coated, nice, clean, just sometimes I want a little style. Might put a dollar sign on it, might, you know, whatever.
And that's why I mess with you. I mess with you because you ain't scared to do you. And since I know you, I don't need to dig deeper. Because if I didn't know you, I would dig deeper and try to see if there's is really something else going on. Because Diddy be wanting to party. And you got to tell him no.
And like I grew up around females. Like I got 7 siblings, 8 of us. And I got sisters, but I be on top of my hygiene way more than most of my sisters for sure.
Way more than your sister? Oh yeah, your sister ain't playing no game then.
My older sister, she really like, she set the standard as far as like hygiene, whether it's like I take care of my face, everything, like all that.
Oh, so you been getting facial, you do masks,
I do it myself though.
exfoliating.
Yeah.
You exfoliate?
No, I don't do that.
I could tell.
I mean, my face look smoother than yours. Hell.
Joe Judge, who cares what you think about the smoothness of my face?
How you gonna say that? You gonna look at me?
Just
You
said,
gonna say, look at you.
I'm trying to help the brother out. I just got some information about you need exfoliation.
Fruits and
That's
juices
all I'm
and
saying.
berries and water. That's all I do. I don't
Queen
have to
Aesthetics,
all that.
man.
Who?
Queen Aesthetics.
Exactly. Queen Aesthetics. I appreciate
look,
y'all.
Hey, my barber,
you know what I'm saying?
he do it too. You know, it's about
No. He do what?
They do facials too.
No, that's where you get yours done?
I don't get no facial.
Okay.
But I've seen them like whenever he cuts, like, so he cut the hair and he get ready to, you know, do the face. He'll get like the little steamer. He'll put it on you and then he'll like wash your.
He do?
Wash your beard. Yeah,
He don't have assistant?
I ain't got no assistant.
Thank you, but
He in the
no,
hood. He in the
thank you. I
hood.
don't care where you at. Listen, you may be good at what you do, tape a fade, ball, or whatever you do. He cannot do no facial on your boy. We ain't we.
So when you get massages, you only get it from females?
You got what?
I mean,
is there another way?
I'm talking about just
Doula
the back. You ain't never been in the mall and the guy be like, "Hey, come here."
Yeah, and you know what I say? No. What the hell you think this is, G Reed? I can't believe you asked me no shit like that.
I never been to masseuse before.
Huh?
I never been to a masseuse before.
Well, if you do, trust. Have I ever told you wrong? Do the real talk. Have I ever told you wrong? Don't let no man put his hands up on you nowhere. What the hell is this it? Oh, so that's what you get petty, huh?
I get my feet done by a woman.
Oh, okay, I was finna say.
I don't know. It ain't too many men that's in the nail salon. I'm not having them do my feet. I'm gonna have a woman do it. I mean, that's who in there. And when I go to the nail, the one I go to, it's a specific woman that's in there, and when she does like my feet, she massages my hair. My feet well, because she get like my Achilles. I tore my Achilles, so like when she massage it. It actually helps my foot. So I go in there and
But you don't have a problem letting a man massage you.
I mean, I've had it before.
Are you serious, G Reed?
But it's like I had it when I was in college and I was hurt.
I don't give a damn when it was, G Reed.
So like
that's
understandable. Like his elbow.
No, it's
like
not.
Big deep.
I've seen them. They be oiled up. You seen them? You seen how they be doing them? They be oiled
like you
up.
rubbing somebody's ass though. Like that ain't rubbing.
Hey, I have rubbed
ain't nobody
my
calf that big. Bro.
I have no, but my wife is blessed. What you just because you don't know, what you don't know will hurt you.
But I ain't gonna have no man massage.
I hope not. But you just said
not
you did.
like this.
But that's I don't know what you don't know what he doing back there.
He not doing that. If he get to doing, he get to get. No, we good, bro.
Yeah,
I asked for a deep tissue massage.
He gonna catch a charge. Anyway,
man, come on.
Look, what's up? I'm your boy, Mr. Coach Crazy.
I'm your boy G Reed 61.
And this is
another episode of Bearded
Different Podcast. What's up, bro?
Well, it's good. You tell me.
Not much, man. We got somebody special on here today. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how long I done known you, dude.
Damn. Since I was like 7th grade, so damn. Probably about 15 plus years.
It's been 15?
Probably so.
So look, this is, when we talked about it and you kind of, brought up, you thought we should tap into the youth, the community, sports wise and otherwise, and we've been working on some things. Of course, we had a few athletes on here, young athletes, and Doula came to my mind because he's probably, to me, the most relevant of anybody that we can have on as far as the youth is concerned. And the reason I'm saying that is because, and we're gonna get into everything, but like you said, I done known him since the 7th grade. I was fortunate enough to coach him, and unfortunately some things went awry. You know what I'm saying? Talented kid. There was no doubt in my mind that he was going to be a Division I athlete. Made some bad choices, some choices I'm sure he regret. But it's a lot of kids on the east side, and you know this, G Reed, from being over there and teaching over there with me, that and you know this as well, Doula, because a lot of them are friends, homely, and family.
Yeah.
But out of everybody and out of all the players that then came out to the show, I think if me and Doula really sat here and just went, name for name, we definitely would have more talent that's not in the league and didn't go D1, but was definitely had the ability to more than we do have. Would you say you agree?
I do, for sure. List can go on, man.
Right.
I done seen some 4-star, 5-star athletes that work at fast food now, and it's messing me up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And
that's not just at North Shore.
Right.
That's I when I went to Lufkin, I don't know how many dudes on that team were dominant.
Mm.
But they just different route.
Right.
Different route, different choice. Like you say, you see some working at McDonald's. I see some that be begging for $5.
Yeah, exactly.
Begging for quarters. I seen the same thing. So I know especially being in North Shore now, like seeing a talent like before had to be way much more talent because a lot of time the talent start to fizzle out. The ones before had to be even better.
Mm.
So I understand, man. That's
Yeah, it's disheartening, but I also want to tap into on what we could do, and if there was more that I could have done personally, and is there more that we should be doing as coaches? Because there's a lot of coaches out there that's eating off that talent.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they ain't really invested in the kids enough to see what's going on off the field, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to have you on here today to not just share your story, but to see like and talk about some things some because one of the reasons why I really mess with you, Dula, because I'll be honest with you, I feel like I'm somewhat to blame. Okay. And you know the type of kids that I deal with, you know the justices of the world, the Gregs that I had in my actual class,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean. So I just feel like if there's something what it just bothers me because you were a kid that we have kids that we can kind of see that road that they're going on. And so when we do hear certain things, whether it's being death or incarcerated, we're not surprised. But when you had your situation, just to be real with you, I cried. You know what I mean? And I cried because I didn't see it coming from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You was the one to when they asked me, yeah, he gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Because you wasn't just that good athlete, but you was a good kid. But we'll get to a little bit of that later. But first of all, I want to know like where did your athletic when did your athletic background start? I know you played football. You was football and track. He played basketball for me.
they let me know that wasn't good.
No, he was an athlete, but
Saying he laughing though.
he laughed because he wasn't a
Some had that.
basketball. He wasn't a basketball player.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
But
saying.
but we ain't get beat though. We Coach Burr, Mr. Coach Crazy wasn't really that crazy. You know what I'm saying? But so enough of me. Dive in and tell us when did you start? How did you start? How did you get to football and track being in the forefront of your athletic career opposed to like soccer, baseball, and stuff of that nature?
So young, I was I was always outside. Like before football, I was always outside. Lived in a hood, like a lot of different hoods. So I'm on the mattresses, I'm running, playing tag, all that. So I got like the third or fourth grade. That's the first time I played organized. And I was horrible. I sucked, I ain't gonna lie, I was bad. Like I was playing like linebacker. But I was bad. I was horrible. Like I'm the person that you get the tackle, I'm just gonna jump on the pile like, yeah, I'm here.
Celebrate.
Yeah, but I wasn't really good. So after that, I had took like a year off, and then I had moved to the east side because I was staying in Baytown. Moved to the east side, and I played sixth grade. I played for the Cowboys. I was good. I can see myself getting better, but I couldn't remember the plays, and I couldn't hold the ball for shit. I could not hold the ball. Like I would always fumble it, like, all right, put Dooley in that running back, and I make a good play, and then I just fumble the ball like it was ridiculous. That summer, sixth grade going to seventh grade, I didn't play football in seventh grade because I wanted to play my last year for Little League. But that summer, like I was like, man, I don't want to be sorry no more. Like I don't want to be sorry. So I just made it my deed to like every day. I always did calisthenics like at home. Other than that, I'm playing fucking killer man, manhunt, swimming every day, doing push-ups every day, sit-ups every day. I'm just active every day. So my my sixth grade season came for Little League, my last season, and I went crazy. I had like 50 touchdowns in one season.
But who chose to put you in your mom or your dad?
So my dad wasn't really there. So my mom, she was just like, when I sucked, she was like, nigga, I'm paying for this shit. You gonna finish the season. Like, you gonna finish the season for sure. I don't care how bad you is. I don't care how bad you don't want to do it. You gonna finish.
So she put you in there knowing sports, or she just put you in there since dad wasn't there? She just put you in there saying, I know this is what can keep my son out of trouble, or was she into sports like that to say
She was
this will
into
be good
sports,
for him?
but she knew I was athletic. So she was like, I was like, I want to play football. She was like, for real? I was like, yeah. So it's like, all right, we're gonna see. So I played 2 years trash. Third year I got very good. And then after that, I got to the eighth grade and that shit was fun. That shit was easy.
When you was in eighth grade, yeah, that's when he was at the Ham. That's when he was with me. That's what I'm saying. Plus, he had a good coach, so
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I for sure. He for sure. I ain't gonna lie, play call crazy.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, play
Don't
call crazy. I ain't gonna
don't
lie.
start hating. We
Man,
ain't.
coaching was at an
we-
all-time low.
It is now because I don't do it no more. Yeah.
But nah, he was like I said, there, eighth grade, did great, of course. And that was my first year doing track. Cause in seventh grade, I had injured myself in my last little league game. So I couldn't really do nothing. And I started running track for real in eighth grade. Well, seventh grade I ran. I did great, but it was some things I ain't know, like I ain't know my block starts and all that. But of course I got better. He coaching everything, but I got better. Eighth grade, same thing, got better. And it just came to a point where like it really wasn't just a physical thing. Like I'm the fastest person out there, got the best feet out there. But when I'm on the field, it's not because I'm lifting weights and I'm doing all this and I'm doing all that. Like mentally, I was just like, I know what I gotta do. Like, so I can't really tell you a time where I didn't at least average 5 yards per carry.
Yeah.
Like realistically, like it never point in time where, oh, he got stopped at the line of scrimmage. Like, no. Stop, caught up in the middle, maybe. Stop at the line of scrimmage, no. So I just stuck with it, like, and more the older people like that at North Shore, they started to notice it. Coach started to notice it. A couple people started to notice it. Got into summer track and everything. I was just, I ain't gonna lie, just the best way to put it is like I was just gifted, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Now, even though you was gifted, how many athletes do you say the eighth grade? Because you're knowing the ninth and 10th graders at this point too,
yeah.
as well as the seventh and the sixth graders, right? So at that point, how deep do you think the East was as far as talent? Because your class alone was a nice class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that class before you was cool too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. On a national scale, it's crazy because it's a lot of great talent in those two classes. Just those two classes alone, 16, 17, great talent. Some monster builds like Makai Long, quarterback, like 6'3", 6'4", 225. Read option, demon. Gonna read option and put you in the dirt every time. Gonna slang it by 50, 40 yards every time. It's a couple, like it's crazy. It's just real crazy, man.
and then two, okay, so because now we're getting to some stuff. So also at that point, let me ask you, um, eighth grade, ninth grade year, would you say out of all of those athletes, most of them had both parents at home?
Probably so.
Probably so. Would you say most of them was dabbling in the streets at that point?
Some, yeah. I wasn't yet though.
Right. But at that point, you would say some.
Yeah.
Okay. So my question to you is, do you and I want you to be honest, dude, because this is us and we've always kept it 100.
Yeah.
At that point, do you think me as a coach, and not just me because there was 8 other coaches there, once you get to ninth grade, there's other coaches. Do you think we could have and should have been doing more to either curve those kids that were actually dabbling in the streets at that point, and keep y'all from dabbling in the street? Is there anything more that we could have done?
Honestly, in my experience, nah. Cause everything that we had to access to, like you gave us access to, like you don't got no ride, you live fucking damn near an hour away. You all right, I take you home. You good? You want something to eat? Like whatever, like even on one, just talking to different players, like it was always good. Now when I got to the high school, like I don't got that now. It's like over like almost like between 300 500 athletes on the field, and I ain't gonna say no names, but my position coach at the time, he focused on one person. He ain't really worried about any of the other running backs. He focused on one person. So around that time, yeah, like they fell off when he got to the high school level. But as far as middle school, y'all was very like oriented, like for as pre-games, knowing what type of music we want to play. We do this. Hey, I need to eat. I need to do this. I need to make sure I do this. You don't got this. Let me know. This how much this is. If you don't got this, let me know. Like y'all did your job for sure. People that want to do what they want to do, like you'll let them know, like, hey, it ain't gonna be no good for you, and then still do it or they won't do it. But middle school for sure, like a hell of a great support system.
Um, and I appreciate that. But where I disagree is we've had a 15-year plus relationship at this point.
Yeah,
And what I didn't do was still do the same things that I did
yeah,
at middle school. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So when I did see you and say, is everything good? Of course you ain't gonna say, nah, coach, I'm hitting licks now.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And you know me being in that area long enough, I hear things. You get what I'm saying? So I think, and I'm saying this, I'm shining a light on myself, but I'm talking to all the coaches because I think we're all guilty at having a new set of athletes and not checking on the ones that we did have as much as we could. And I know you mean what you say and you genuine in what you're saying, but I do think us as coaches, we have to stay tapped in because we stay tapped in with the ones that end up going to the league. You know what I'm saying? We want to come, at the house and eat and show up at the, you know what I'm saying, the signing day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I remember when you was going to trial.
Yeah.
I wrote a letter, and it's crazy because that's the last letter I wrote because it didn't go the way I wanted it to go. But it was me, and I could say Mr. McCoy, who's still at North Shore, who was actually showing up. Who else showed up?
It was a Coach McCoy had came. That was it.
Okay, so and he showed up, but up until that point, I was just tapped in. Hey, when I come up there every now and then and check in, but I wasn't checking in like I check in now.
Yeah.
And just so you notice, that's one of the reason, not just because what we doing with the music thing, but I really be wanting to know, if you good. And you are good at, you know what I'm saying? And you don't do it a lot, but you are good at hitting me when you need something and so it's a real something. You ain't never just hit me and say, hey coach, you got $100. You've never done that. You know what I mean? Anytime you hit me is because we ain't on the bind, because life is lifing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand that and I applaud you that. But again, I just want to put this out to the coaches. Stay tapped in to the kids off the field just as much as you do on the field because you just never know what's going on in their lives. And you know what I'm saying? I think we could all do better, staying tapped in to the youth. So to help
And
curb some of this
also
stuff.
think too, like, when it comes to a lot of coaches and it comes to the players, I mean, like you said, some of them, they like to tune in to, you said the best running back, right?
Yeah.
The top guy. But we never know.
He wasn't the best though.
Okay. He wasn't the best, but that's what I mean, he thought was the best, probably,
Yeah.
right?
He was committed.
So the thing is that the coach will forget about the other players, not knowing that the one player that he could probably impact could probably be the next Barry Sanders, right? Because all that kids just need some confidence. Like most kids tend to venture off because they're like, nobody paying attention to me.
Yeah.
So what happens is now you sitting there and you like, man, I'm not playing. I mean, let me get into something else because nobody's paying attention to you. Like you said, you was in middle school and they paid attention to you. He was trying to make sure you doing this and that, and now you get into a bigger scale with a whole bunch of more kids, and now you become the kid that's pushed back, and now you just sitting there waiting. And when you sitting there waiting, you're not finna just sit there and chill. You finna sit there and you're gonna try to find something to do. So I feel like some coaches, they just choose to say, okay, this is what we got right now. Let me build these, like, let me get them. Well, no, you got to be able to get every single one of them because you never know which one could be the one, which one actually needs you. You trying to help this kid. This kid got mama, daddy, everything else. This kid ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
And like this kid may need you the most.
Mm.
But though I'm teaching him and helping him, I got to treat us all the same. And I feel like some coaches they don't understand that aspect. They
Not
come
some,
in there
a
with
lot.
like what you can say a lot.
A lot.
They don't understand it, and that's why I feel like you got so many kids that do venture off and do certain things. Because when I went to Lufkin, we had a couple of kids that were like that. You know what I'm saying? That they had some that were real good and some that could have been good. I mean, I happened to be one of the kids that ended up getting lucky, right? Like the coach, he saw me at all these stars, but then he looked at me and he saw me and was like, let me help this kid. So I was blessed to be that kid that they helped because every other kid that was around me could have been good, but and get the opportunity. So I know how they venture off. I just
But
got
let's
the
but let's
mindset
be
not to
honest.
venture
But
off.
let's be honest, G Reed. You most of the kids that are gifted athletically, they don't need that much coaching.
They
See,
don't.
and that was what it was for me. Like, just put me in the game, really. Like, as far as off the field with that certain coach, that position coach, it was like, put me in the game. Like, I know I'm the best running back here. The head coach didn't say it himself, but he telling me, just wait till next year. Like,
Yeah.
next year on, you the guy. Like, you're that guy for sure. It wasn't I ain't feel like waiting because it's been a lot of games where I'm suiting out and I'm just there. Me and the third, fourth string quarterback, we just sitting there listening to the bands, probably freestyling on the sideline. We just sitting there waiting for our number to be called. We tune in with the game. They call offense. We go over to offense. Number don't get called. It's what it is. But when a number do get called, you ain't gonna regret it for sure. Cause I'm gonna get my first ever kickoff return I ever touched on varsity to the crib, and I'm sitting in the back. I'm like, Coach says, rare return. Mitchell, you be ready to get the ball. They're going to kick it to you. They're not going to kick it to Mouton. They know what he's going to do. They're going to kick it to you, so be ready. I stood there under them bright lights, about 7:45, 8 o'clock at this point, and I said about 5 times, if they kick it to me, I'm running back. If they kick it to me, I'm running back. Kicked it up to me. I saw a small black dot, caught it, put eyes on the field. Left side of the field is wide open. I don't care if it closed. They're not going to catch me. It's wide open. To the crib. Crowd turn up, everybody turn up. Oh, yeah. Put me in a few snaps at running back. Don't average no less than 4.5. Run the ball about 5 times. Get out. That's it for that game. And I'm just like, I just want to play. As far as like the crime and everything I did outside the field, it wasn't because I ain't get the opportunity or they wasn't giving me the opportunity. Like, shit was just really fucked up at home.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you mentioned that because that's where I wanted to go to.
Yeah.
I wanted to get to. How does a kid with so much potential on the field and off the field get in that situation?
Before I did my first crime, I ain't gonna get on dates. Like my house had got robbed. Like literally like a week before my first crime, my house had got robbed. So I wasn't like, oh, my house got robbed, I'm about to rob somebody else. Like that wasn't even my thing. I was just like, I just felt messed up about it. Like my pride was hurt. If anything, I was like, man, like, boy, it'd be something because nobody really know where I stay. Not too many people come to my house unless like my mama know your mama, like whatever. Like we locked in for sure. So it really had me think a lot. And then it's really like a knee jerk move. And I'm like, I hit one of my partners up that is in the streets. I'm like, hey man, put me on some money. Like, and we trying to do. I'm like, man, it don't matter. It ain't like I'm missing school. It's not like I'm not going to practice or I'm not going to track meets. I'm still going to summer track meets on the weekend, doing 2 days throughout the week, doing track practice, then going to summer track. I'm still doing all that at the same time. But like I said, shit fucked up at home. So I'm like, I had to give me some money. I did applications too, but the way I'm doing the applications is like, I got a game Friday night, so I can't work Friday night. Monday through Thursday, I got to work after 6 o'clock because I got practice until 6 o'clock. So I'm doing the applications, but for like 20 hours, so I'm not really somebody you'll hire.
Yeah.
One, I'm young. Two, you can't really do us no justice on the hour side. Like you'll just be working here just to have a little money.
Just a little. You be just a body.
Exactly. Like I probably be washing dishes when I go to work, like whatever situation may be. But it really wouldn't be beneficial. So I was like, man, I just need some money. Like at the time, it's me, my aunt, my mother's boyfriend, my sister, my stepbrother, my other little brother, my other little sister, and me. We in a 1, 2, 3. We in a 4-bedroom townhouse. You know, we ain't just packed up like sardines, nothing like that. But like you say, life be lifing. Food stamps, they gone. It's 6+ people in the house. They gone. We hungry. We ain't starving. We ain't gonna die. You go up and get some ramen for sure. Get some noodles
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
hold on.
yeah,
The cup or the bag?
the bag for sure.
Yeah, bad.
We
Chicken
ain't
or
doing
beef?
it. I'm going chicken all the way.
If it's the bag, I'm going chicken. If it's the cup, I gotta go beef.
Cup, I'm going. Cup, I'm going shrimp or beef for sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm gonna mix it. And I'm gonna mix it.
Go ahead, my bad. I had to
But-
catch on the ramen.
But yeah, man, like that's just how it was. Like my mama, she working the strenuous hours. She ain't gonna miss Friday night lights though, and she ain't gonna miss that track meet on Saturday. But she working, so she ain't really home like that. I didn't had 2 house parties under her attendance that she let me do. I had a couple house parties that she still don't know about to this day. You know,
Well, she know. She know now.
yeah, she don't know.
She watching.
She just found out.
Don't do nothing though. He all right.
Yeah, yeah.
You wrong.
It's all good.
Well, it was just like it was a lot going on for me to be like 14, 15 at the time. It was a lot going on. You know, freshman year, it just went smooth. I knew how to shop. I know how to dress my ass off. So, but I knew how to shop. I know, active athlete, buy one get one half off. Marshalls Ross, I'm getting all the polos for the low. I knew how to do it. So ninth grade it was good. 10th grade wasn't really that good. It took like a little shift as far as financial wise for my people because there was so many people in the house.
Yeah.
So it was just like I need to do something. I need to do something. So I was at that for like a little minute. I was at it for a little minute, like probably like between the span of like 3 to 4 months, I had did like probably 6 to 7 robberies.
Mm.
But like in a short span of time. So it's a point in time where I'm like, I'm telling the older people, I'm like, I'm trying to buy a car. Like, I'm trying to get me a car. Like, hey man, next time it's so and so and so, mess around, get you a car, so and so and so and so. But I was just like, I wasn't in it for the street cred. I wasn't in it for the fame. I wasn't in it for to be that guy. I just wanted some bread. That's the whole overall thing I was just focused on is to get some money. And I was getting a good amount of money at like a small period of time, but like a whopping amount of money at a small period of time. Like one night, probably like 2, 3 thousand. I got to spend 5 minutes. No, no, no. I'm lying. I got to spend less than 2.5 minutes inside the establishment, and 3 bands, 2,500, 1,200. It's different for a young kid.
Oh, for sure.
So it's just like that's what really kept me going. But the last time I did it, I was like, man, it's gonna be my last time. So many signs before, like I did the robbery where it was a bunch of times where I could have been like, nah, I'm just gonna stay at the crib. And that would have been that. Mom was like, get up and go to church. Like I say, I'm doing 2 days out the week. I'm doing school track and I'm doing summer track. So I tell her, like, man, I'm tired. Like, I don't want to sleep in. She, nah, you need to get up and go to church. You need to get up and go to church. I'm like, oh, man, all right, whatever. I'm still in the bed, sleep. She, didn't I tell you, get up, boy, get up, get dressed? I'm like, Mom, I don't feel like going to church today. Like, I'm tired. She said, all right. This is exact words she said. The same way God gave you that talent, he could take it away from you. I was like, all right. So I stayed in the bed. She got all the kids in the car, everybody in the car, everybody dressed. I walk out the house, I got like some house shoes on, basketball shorts. She boy, come on and get in this car. We going to church. I say, man, I'm not even dressed for church. She was like, I come as you are. Like, get in the car, go to church. I'm telling you. I'm like, Mom, I ain't trying to go to church. She, all right, my door locked, so don't try to crawl through your window, none of that. You can't come back in the house until I get back. But all right, did my crime. Hours later, from fleeing on foot, finally get caught. The rest is history.
Well, the rest is history. But you tapped on a few things, and I'm glad you said it because a lot of times we get this perspective of the youth of just being criminals, just being bad kids, just being wanting the street cred. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to be popular.
See, I grew up there, so I I could be on a football field still repping the hood. Like they at the games, they in the stands. I bet Dula scored 3 of them today. They betting at the games, like so.
So it wasn't that.
It wasn't a street career for sure.
It was really just, and it sounds, and I don't know if you even know this. It sounds like you just succumb to the pressure of seeing your mom struggle,
Yeah.
seeing your family struggle, being hungry, and again, coaches, because we are the one. If you and you said your dad wasn't there,
Yeah.
so coaches, we are the ones that again talking to these kids, molding these kids, teaching these kids, and that's the time where we can step in and do something. You know what I mean? To let them know, I know that this struggle is hard. I too have seen what you've seen and been where you've been, but you have to stay on the path of doing the right thing because those decisions that you was making cost you 4 years of your life and really your scholarship that you know what I'm saying would have took you out of a situation and help your mom in a way of You know what I'm saying? The causing her the agony and pain of seeing her baby behind the bars.
I don't think though, as a coach, you go in and you say all of that stuff. I don't think that would help him because he still has to go home. He still has to sit there and see that. And in his mind, he's just thinking, I need to help.
But I,
Because like as much as you say you could help this and that stuff is cool, but then also it comes to his pride to say like, I don't want to keep asking coach. Like I don't I feel embarrassed of asking because I've been in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go out and do nothing, but I've been in situations where my mama had 6 jobs. And I literally I'm going to work with her. I'm literally going to work with her and helping her clean up to try to help make everything as fast as possible. So for me, it's like I understand what it's like. You could come in and say how much you want to help all you want. But in the day, I'm at home and I'm watching my mother struggle and I try to help. But then the only thing I know how to help the best way is, like you said, I need to get some money.
but that's
Because if
because
I
you
know
don't
if I,
have.
it, huh?
But that's because you don't have reinsurance
But
from
even
that.
even reinsurance, like how would you send any of that stuff and then him going out making, like you said, $2,000 to $3,000? To him, it's like this might be one of the best ways to help my mom at this point.
Well, because he doesn't get to that point. See, I'm thinking this. If I'm tapped in, well, let's ask you. If I was tapped into you a little bit more and really spoke to you every day and knew what you was going through to help you guide, because it's not the money, it's the guidance of how to get the money
Yeah,
and the reassurance of everything is going to be okay. When you don't get that, then it's easy like, hey, put me on some money. Now, I probably could have put him on some money, maybe not that much
yeah,
at that time, but you know what I'm saying? How that coach ain't have it like that. But what I'm saying is do you think, honestly, if me, not no other coach, when I'm talking about me, if I was tapped in a little bit more and knew what you was going through, knowing the relationship that we had, do you think your outcome could have been a little bit different?
For sure. Like even I can say between you and Coach K, for sure. Like if it came to the point like where let's say it was horrible bad, like bad, worse as you could imagine, like as far as living expenses, finances, clothes, y'all y'all probably two of the people that took me in, but like, man, well, hey, I can take you in. You good over here, like for sure, like, you know, that's how I feel, honestly, like about the situation. Like I would go to my homeboy's house and stay like the whole summer or during school days, like throughout the week, just because I knew like it's only him. So it's gonna be food up in here every day. I'm gonna be good here every day. I ain't gonna have to fight over this, that every day. Like I didn't miss Christmases, like years of Christmases that I got older because mom like, well, I gotta make sure I get the kids something.
Mm.
Like you can wait to income tax. Yeah, I can wait. Like I'll be good.
Mm.
Like so,
You
but for
see,
sure, yeah.
yeah. So again, Rita, I don't think it's my I seen my dad and mom struggle.
yeah.
But because I seen it and they was there, you don't think I had opportunities to do robberies? You don't think I had opportunity to sell drugs? I had those same opportunities, but because I had to see that man when I went home, it wasn't the police. I, ain't nobody
Yeah.
in my community was ever, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
we was listening to NWA at the time. Like, fuck the police. That's what we was listening to. You know, I mean, for real. So when they rolled up on us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was an amount of disrespect that we would show, you know, for other adults that we wasn't gonna show. Like Dula was there. I've just never been out of as many kids and athletes that I've coached that I've seen do time, been killed or whatever. Even some of them that did time and came out on murder charge, you name it. If I see them, it's still an amount of respect that they show. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you would never think. So I just don't. Again, I think we just gotta do more with staying tapped in so that they know that it's a light at the end of the tunnel. That's he's telling you at that time. I didn't see no light at the end of the tunnel, nor that I know that it was one there. So when you don't see that, then it's easy to say, you know what? Let me just go do this because I need some money.
No, yeah. I mean, it was a situation when I was in high school, and my mom, she was mad when I went to go see my father, and she told me get out. She's like, matter of fact, I'm gonna just send you to LA. And my coach, like I said, he had all these guys, these stars, and I'm just a sophomore, right? Well, matter of fact, just a freshman, and I got moved up to varsity. And he was like, no, 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 no. And he literally was about to build an extra room onto his house to have me stay because he was like, I see where you came from. I see like you had the disabilities, all these things, and you had all these things going on. And he was like, I'm gonna make sure like that don't happen to you. I'm gonna make sure, so a coach can. Now for me, I would see my mother struggle, and I took a different approach. Me growing up from South Central, being in the hood and seeing drive-bys, seeing dudes on the block and like trying to offer me all type of stuff, and me just choosing not to. I chose a different route to how to approach it. But a coach can make an impact. But then I'm not him, but I can see like, man, this situation tough. And you can answer the question, but when you would ask the coach, like, how would you feel asking him, though you going through all your situations, and sometimes you may not want to discuss it. How were you feeling to even come to them to ask them for anything?
Him, I would feel comfortable with. My position coach I had at the time, it was a time, this before I started robbing too. He was like, cause I'll be at practice, and every time I have practice, like game practice, I'm always laughing, always, I'm always happy. But this practice, I just was not happy. I really wasn't happy because me and my gal had gotten to it. That's really what it was.
Hmm.
He ain't like my gal though.
Females.
Yeah, he ain't like my gal. He ain't like her. Like we at the same school. He like, I hate that. I hate that bitch. I don't like that. I don't like her. Like he see me walking in the hallway. Why you walking around? Why you walking around like
Who? Not me.
not you?
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
not
No,
you, not
no,
you.
I just want the people to know, not me.
So I'm like, so one day like we were really going through it, and from that I just started thinking about everything that be going on at home. And I came to him. He was like, man, what's going on, man? You know, you did great at practice, but just something seemed a little off. I said, like I broke down to him, crying and everything. I said, like, man, at home, shit just ain't really how it's supposed to be. Da, 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 so and so and so and so. He was like, it's gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be all right. You gotta keep coming up here, keep on putting your work in. And like he ain't get like he really ain't give a damn
Yeah.
Yeah.
about what I was talking about at that point. He wanted to know like, if anything, why wouldn't you just happy as you used to be? Like what's going on? But when I told him, he was just like, man, it's gonna be all right, man. You gotta just keep grinding. Da, da, da. He shifted straight back to sports, like
Yeah.
See?
so. I came to him in a personal standpoint, but he wasn't really engaged in that.
So it's safe to say we failed them. We failed them. Because the whole point of what you just said.
You did. Don't say we.
No, I'm talking about we.
I ain't know
I'm talking about
I
we.
ain't know you.
We as
You said
we as a community, we as
You
coaches.
as the coaches.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that coach failed them because what I'm saying is you asked the question, how would he feel
Yeah.
coming to me? It's not about him coming to me.
Yeah.
It's about us being tapped in enough. If I'm tapped in, you ain't got to come to me. I know what's going on. Just like he just said, he basically came to him and told him. And what did he do? He let him down, turned his back on him. He wasn't vested into him as the person. He was vested in him as the player.
But I wouldn't. I would say that coach failed him, but I wouldn't say you failed him.
No. I'm a coach. So when I'm speaking as a fraternity.
But I'm not putting you in there because he still looks at you in a different light. Like he said, like
But
how he
Reed.
felt. But no. But hold on, because I'm saying this because some like for me not having my father, those coaches became like a father figure to me. So the ones I didn't feel comfortable talking to all the coaches. I would be cool with them, but it's something I just wouldn't be cool with. But it was some I'm like, I can go speak to him. Like my head coach, Coach John Outlaw, rest in peace. I would go to his office and sit and talk with him. And he would like talk to me. Like he would literally listen to what I'm saying. Because as a kid, one of the biggest things you need is somebody just to hear you out. Like he said, he was listening and then he just switched to football. Like
So he wasn't listening.
so he wasn't listening. He was listening with the intent to reply, not the intent to understand. And so when he talking to him, he not listening to understand. As he's saying everything he's saying, he coming out with all these emotions, and you're not listening. It's like, man, you don't care, whatever. But I had coaches, and so for you, you didn't fail them. The simple fact you still here. You didn't fail. It may have been a hiccup. It may be some distance in between it that you feel like you could have been there, but you got to think about it. All other coaches he got, where they at? Where they at? And then where you at?
But they
So
not
you
supposed.
didn't fail them.
But
I'm
I
saying
did.
you didn't fail them.
But I
you keep
did.
saying,
But I'm gonna tell you why. But I'm gonna tell you why. Because if I'm tapped in like I am now, then that coach that he's telling that to, he's telling it to me.
Yeah.
And if he's telling it to me, then I'm gonna make sure. Well, let's find out what's going on. I'm here.
But you
get
can't
what I'm
do
saying?
everything.
No, you can't. But I could have did that.
All you doing right now is enough. You doing everything. So for him, he's blessed to have you right now to be in a position that y'all have. Because most coaches, I had coaches who cared. They cared a lot. And all of a sudden, I moved on to high school. They still cared. I went to college. I ain't talked to none of them. He still got you.
Right. That's when him like with him. He talked to a lot of athletes. Even when after they go, even if he didn't coach them, they come through North Shore. He still communicate with a lot of them.
Yeah,
for real.
So like that. So you saying you failed them? You saying you failed them because you wish you could do so much more. But what you forgetting the fact is that the flowers is already given to you because of stuff that you still do now. Because there's coaches around America that don't do nothing now. Like you said, some people they just want to ride the coattail because you got fame. Man, that don't matter. Right. I don't care about you having fame out there that in society, what society creates. I care about you having fame in your own life. Like showing the kid that he's enough by you just being there. Like literally, that says everything. Because I'm telling you, the other coaches he got, how often do you talk to Coach K?
Ooh, I talked to Coach K like in 2020. He just left last year.
And what year we in?
2024.
When last time you talked to Coach Crazy? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like he hears.
I get it
though. Like he was comfortable talking to you.
No, I get it.
So you hear, but you're not giving yourself enough credit. Is what I'm saying.
I get it. I really do.
No,
but what I'm saying is we as coaches have to stay tuned and tapped in.
I feel like coaches, every position coach, and head coach going head coach, so he don't always had a time to reach out to everybody because there's so many people. But I feel like as a position coach, you should always have a mental health check with your kids.
And I agree because we're
like I do that even now. Like I call my homeboy up like, "Hey, you good? Yeah, I'm good." Like I just be riding home and I just like start calling people. Yep. Hey, you good? You straight?
Same here.
How your mental health? Are you good? All right, this what's up. I'm gonna fuck with you though, like for sure. But like that play a big part in it. Cause like I say, like on the field, I'm gonna go out there and show my ass every time. I'm gonna do exactly what y'all expect me to do, if not more. But it's all because I'm in a good space. My mental clear. I'm calm. Like if I had a horrible week, you would know. Like you could tell how I play. You would know. Like you wouldn't know mentally something ain't right, but you know like something ain't right.
Yeah.
But you'll know mentally if you tapping in. Yeah.
Because you know like you said. I do the same with my homeboys. I called my homeboy yesterday just randomly. Like, hey, you good? Because I understand sometimes I don't be good.
Yeah.
I just need somebody because like when it comes to my boys, if I call him, he gonna say something stupid. It's gonna be something stupid. We gonna laugh and just talk, it's gonna be the conversation gonna be about nothing. But it's gonna be the thing is it's gonna be uplifting because all I need is just that little bit of boost.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying? Like my car is kind of fading, and there's a little bit of boost. So I understand that, and like it's important. And as you talk about coaches, like for real, like every positional coach should because the head coach is gonna be the head coach.
Silence could be a cry for help.
Man, it is
all the time,
and they wouldn't even know. So it's like tapping in, man, is very important. But I heard you say something earlier, and I kind of want to just, I guess, just touch on it because I think it's important. So when you talked about you was on the field and you said you would talk to yourself, like how important was that you talking to yourself when you just go out and play? But then how like do you do that now that you don't play sports? Like I know like right now you're a rapper, right?
Yeah.
So like before you get in the booth or anything like that, do you speak to yourself? Like do you give yourself affirmation just to be going?
Nah, I write it real fast. I remember it as fast as I write it. And when I go to the studio, I'm ready to go. Like we done been in the studio with other rappers for sure.
Man, don't get me
And
started, bro.
they be
Man.
Hey, run that back. Hey, one more time. I don't like that part. For we done been in a studio session, bro, and it was a dude. I think we had booked like 3 or 4 hours. It was a dude in the booth for literally like 45 minutes to an hour.
For 16.
That's it. No hook, no nothing. I did everything else.
For 16 bars.
I go in there like I take the same type of dedication and time and precision I take with sports, I take with music. Practice, get it right, go. So when I go, I can go for 2 hours and do like 4 songs. 3 to 4. Only because the person I go to gonna mix and master it while I'm there. Now if I go to like a lower budget studio that I usually go to, it's like 40, 35 an hour.
We don't go to no low.
I'm talking about what I go to, like,
okay.
I just want to hear it.
I'm finna say.
Because like sometimes I go to the studio without him.
Yeah.
And that'd be the ones I pay for those because I just wanna hear it. I just wanna see how it sounds. So I go and I can do a 2 hour session. Like I did 2 hour session and did like 6 songs. And just go. And load the next beat, like just go. But I be ready. Like I'm always ready. Like
So you saying you something just like a freestyler?
Nah.
I ain't gonna say that.
But
I'm precise.
But can you freestyle?
I can, but I don't really care to.
He all right in the freestyle.
I'm just asking. I'm finna do the little sway.
Yeah.
Sway in the morning. I'm gonna go sway in the morning.
But look,
Since you're here,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But since we are here,
Huh?
let's get into the music.
Huh?
Okay. So in the music, there's a lot of talk. The narrative is in young urban black music that there's a lot of violence in the music.
Yeah.
If you listen to your music, you do hear guns.
Yeah.
You do hear criminal activity.
Mm-hmm.
You do hear criminal activity.
Okay, you said it twice.
Yeah.
Must be in there twice.
So I know you, so
Yeah.
I know a lot of the stuff that you actually put on records and on tracks you've actually been through.
Yeah.
But my question is do you feel like that's glorifying criminal activity?
Nah, I wouldn't say glorifying. I would say enabling for sure. Like, it is what it is. Like, basically, like I just say, it is what it is. Like, that's gonna happen. No matter if I put this record out or not, somebody else gonna talk about it, or somebody else gonna still live by this and do it. But with me, like, if it's not a personal experience or somebody been through or somebody seen or something, I would do. It just be intrusive. Like, what I would do if this situation happened this way.
But do you feel a responsibility to explain it? Because if I'm listening to it, and again, I'm playing devil's advocate because I know you,
Yeah.
and I know what you've been through. But if I don't know you, I don't know how you came out of that situation. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, because I know you, I know that you did time for a robbery.
Yeah.
I can hear that in your music.
Yeah.
I know you've struggled with money. I can hear that in your music. I know you've had friends and homies that struggled with the same thing. I can hear that in music. But the leader that you are, how responsible, uplifting, positive, driven, passionate, a lot of the positive things that I know that help you get to this spot, I don't know if I hear that in the music like I know you.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, why don't you have that in your music just as much as you have the struggle and the pain in your music?
Simple. Because I do have something like that for sure. I got some tracks like that.
But not as much. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying because I do know of those, but I'm just talking as, again, I'm playing devil advocate. I'm talking as a casual fan that just hears Four Ways Dudes music.
That's what they want to hear.
So you don't think they want to know who you really are?
Oh, they'll get that for sure. But did that, continue to do that, because I ain't the same person I was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always gonna be different. Like, and I make references to where I work, nigga. I go to work, nigga. Like
You do, but you don't make that reference as much as you make the reference of what you've been through illegally.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Is it because is that what's trending? That's what's hot?
Nah, cause he know like I don't got no genre. Like rock, pop, R&B, reggae, whatever. Like I go whatever way I want to go. But my listeners, my supporters, hey man, like look at the analytics. Like when I did walkthrough, got a lot of good feedback from that. Got a lot of positive for sure. Then you look at house party,
Mhm.
and it's like, hey man, you do and that's what I be talking about. That's what I'm trying to like. Okay, so I see. So as far as me, it's like it's the same thing with Kendrick Lamar with from Good Kid, Mad City to Pimp a Butterfly.
Mm.
Like Good Kid, Mad City, this straight how it is. Like this how I'm living. This is what's going on in LA every day. It's raw. But on the Pimp a Butterfly this is what the government really doing. This is what's really going on. This what you need to watch for. If you're gonna do this, go about it this way. Be positive about things. You know, he pushing a positive narrative. Now that he's in position to push the positive narrative. Cause let's say To Pimp a Butterfly come out before Good Kid, Mad City. Kendrick Lamar probably have a whole different type of career.
Mm.
Not as far as a lyricist, but as far as
The subject matter.
yeah, you know, and relevancy. Like so that's more so why I can lean towards um I won't say promoting, but enabling like criminal activity.
But do you feel a responsibility though, as someone who's been through it, to give out that lesson?
For
You,
sure.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I could hear the lesson, but it may not be clear to the younger generation. You get what I'm saying? If I'm listening to it from a 40-year-old man's ears, I could hear what you're saying, how you came out of it. But if I'm 13, maybe I'm just hearing the crimes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the youth are out of control with the gun. Like is everybody has a gun.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know this until I mean everybody like
Yeah.
know this, like everybody
Some
has
form, too.
access. Yes. So
My grandma, she pulled out one other day. I said, what you doing with that? She was like, if I had to use it.
but Granny ain't gonna use it like
No, she ain't, but she
she
had
might.
small little person pulled out. I said, what you gonna do with that? I'm gonna use it. I said, no, you not, bro. So everybody got one.
Right. No, they do.
For real.
So I'm just saying I would like for you to concentrate more on all of your characteristics, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, opposed to retelling the same story over and over.
Wait for the next project.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'll say, to what he's saying, I'll say this: like one of my favorite artists to me right now is Rod Wave. I mean, like that's my guy. I mean, because in my opinion, like
He emotionally driven.
he talking about the emotion, but then he talk about the robbing,
Yeah.
and then he talks about all the stuff that he goes through, and like
You don't talk about weight loss.
he ain't lost nothing.
Exactly.
He may lost some relationship. He ain't lost no weight.
You know,
He didn't pick that weight all the way through. He didn't got bigger. But the thing is like so many of his fans just love him because he just gives everything out. Like he just tells everything. And so like it's even like Kendrick. Like, okay, when you talked about Kendrick, right? The one thing I know about Kendrick is like when Kendrick first came, he was just, like you said, he was just telling like everything about LA, like what he wake up, what he experience, what he see. And some of the stuff is you look, he's like, dang, that's violence. But that's what he living.
Yeah.
You know, and then like you said, once he got a chance to, now I told you this, but let me show you what else, right? Like you sharing yourself, my grandma used to always say, I don't want to hear you, I want to feel you. You know what I'm saying? And so when you start telling about yourself and you start telling, like, not everybody gonna be for you. And the thing is there's some people that saying, oh man, I like we want to hear that. You gonna hear some of that.
Yeah.
But I need you to really feel me. Because the ones that feel you are the ones that's never gonna leave you. But the ones that's only there for you because you saying this type of stuff, They only gonna be there for that type of stuff. But the real ones gonna be there for you because they gonna be now bought into everything you said. They gonna be bought into your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you sharing your struggle, you telling everything that you experience, and then guy from my hood, Nipsey Hussle, said, you know, like when you make it out, you got to teach them a different way. You got to show them. So everything that you faced in your life, you got to explain to them. Like I did all these things, but that wasn't my intention. Like you said, for the fame, for the street cred. It was the fact that I wanted to do this. Because now a kid that's out there, they thinking it's okay to rob. They think it's okay to steal. They think it's okay to shoot. But it's not until you say, like, I did that because of this, and you ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you sharing that type of stuff, man, give you a whole different crowd. But then you have people that's going to be with you forever because they like, man, I feel him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't just hear him. I don't just hear him talking about this. I feel him. So, you know, sharing that stuff, man, to me, that's why I listen to Rob, man. Sometimes I be in my feeling. My boy Rob be. He had me deep in them things.
He cool.
But
he cool.
He cold, bro.
He cool.
But hater.
But I ain't saying that. I said he cool. But since we talking about Kendrick, you like that?
What's that? Oh, that's the last little thing he did with Future?
Yeah. So Kendrick or J. Cole?
Me or him?
I'm talking to him right now. You can answer too.
I'm answer mine.
I'm gonna go Kendrick for sure.
You going Kendrick? So then there's another part. He was giving out smoke, not just to Cole, but it was somebody else.
I'm going West Coast best. I'm going Kendrick.
You going Kendrick or Drake? You what you're asking?
Yeah, because that's who he went at. Like
we talking about lyrics. We talking about just artists.
We just what's for you is what's for you. He threw some shot. I mean, they've been subliminally for a long time.
Yeah.
For years. But
yeah.
I'm just saying, as artist wise.
I'm taking Kendrick over Cole, but I'm taking Drake over Kendrick.
Now, wait. First of all, go ahead. You,
I'm gonna take Kendrick over Cole, and I'm gonna take Drake over Kendrick.
Now, the whole internet is buzzing.
No, of course,
ain't nobody taking Drake over Kendrick.
I am.
No, okay. I'm gonna let you explain it, but I'm just saying.
I mean, I like his music,
though.
I like his music.
Y'all do understand that, though.
No. Now the thing is I like his music and what he brings, but like as it comes down
Kendrick?
To Drake. But as an artist, when it comes lyrically, Drake can't stand with that man at all.
I'm still taking Drake.
But why?
Lyrically, he can stand with him.
Somebody else gonna write it.
Yeah, I'm saying, but okay.
What you mean that we ain't?
I'm telling you,
didn't change the whole narrative.
I'm saying because like Drake is gonna Drake like no matter if he wrote it or somebody else wrote it, like that's one good thing to me too. Like for him, he don't write his own stuff all the time, but even when he don't write it, it still stick for sure.
He got the delivery though.
Yeah. It take a lot. It take a lot. I take a lot for me because I don't know how I would feel for somebody else writing for me. I can write for somebody else for sure, but somebody writing for me, that'd be, I don't know.
But does someone else writing for you diminish your value as an artist?
To me, no.
I don't think it does.
Because you still got to rap it.
But as a rapper, I don't think it does personally. But if you're gonna call yourself, MC, a lyricist, it does.
Now, as an artist, Drake is huge. I mean, but when they go toe to toe, Kendrick will mop that boy on the floor.
Now the Yellow Boy I think though, and whether I agree or not is irrelevant, but I do think that
you ain't pick nobody. Hold on, who you picking?
As far as in what? I like Drake.
Come on, the question you asked us.
I like Drake as a better artist, but I like R&B. I like, you know what I'm saying? I like different.
Okay.
So Kendrick is definitely not the artist that Drake is.
Okay, so Kendrick or J. Cole?
Cole a spitter.
Okay, we ask you pick one.
I'm going light skin. You already know what I'm going. I'm going with family.
That boy do not know you.
He don't need to know me. He know my pigmentation, and that's all I'm talking about. I'm going with both the light skin because Drake. Again, I think we forget we didn't let all of the music and you know what I'm saying and all of that. Drake, he can rap though.
No, he can.
But he don't get no credit ever since, we find out about, Miller writing some raps for him.
See, I used to feel the type of way about that, but everybody does it.
Everybody.
Beyonce don't write all her stuff.
Exactly.
The dream is the dream.
He's
A lot of
right.
writing.
Oh yeah, he do a lot. He
He
do a lot.
nice.
He do a lot.
He nice. And no one is gonna say Beyonce is not the artist that she is, right?
No, I mean, he got the Beehive.
And Jay-Z, Jay-Z done stole a whole lot of stuff from Biggie. They got a whole YouTube out of the stuff that he stole from Biggie, and we be
I
J.
don't.
Cole.
I don't listen to Jay-Z like that.
Oh, you don't? Jay-Z
No,
can,
I don't
he
really
can
listen
rap
to
though.
him.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
listen to it when he dropped.
I
I just got to hear what he's saying.
he not know to me. He be saying he number one. He ain't number one to me. He ain't number one.
I'm going
It
Wayne.
gotta go Wayne. Like for me, when my era coming to high school, Wayne was anything Wayne was on. It was on fire.
It still is.
It was on fire. I mean,
He weird as hell though. But
straight up, and
I
his
ain't
dread
know.
look like they done.
so would you take Wayne over Kendrick? Because you made it sound like Kendrick,
if I take,
you made it sound like Kendrick was
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
best
I'm
rapper
gonna take-
alive.
no, I'm gonna take Wayne over Kendrick.
Okay. Who you got over?
I'm taking Wayne
Yeah.
He just said it.
Oh, for sure.
because Wayne. that's
What,
different,
so who
bro.
you taking over Wayne?
Nobody.
So Wayne is single-handedly
The best
the
rapper
best rapper alive.
alive. Yes.
So you got him over M?
Of course.
You got him
Boy,
over
yes.
over 3 stacks?
Yes.
You got him over J?
And that laundry music he didn't create it.
Who?
3
Andre.
stacks.
3 stacks came out with
And he-
a go to sleep instrumental.
that's in a laundromat.
Man,
3
I don't
stacks.
know, but
He spent too much money to do all that
he
nonsense.
did. But look, we've been going at it for a minute now. I just want to
Mhm.
say this before we leave. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep your head up. Get out of them streets a little more. Not like that.
Yeah.
In promotion
I
wise.
was about to say, I ain't even in the street.
Yeah, I'm talking about promotion wise. You know what I'm talking about. I just want to say I applaud you because I actually know exactly. We tapped on it a little bit, but we didn't go into the amount of time and how you were solid when you didn't have to be, especially with a lot of Rico things and things that are going on in life, and me knowing you as long and really knowing your authentic, true story. I just want to commend you for, you know what I'm saying, enduring, you know what I mean, and being a real man and stepping up and taking, care of your responsibility, when I also know that certain elements of your past are very easy, still accessible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So God got you, bro. I got you, man. I love you. And for real, keep your head down, bro. Keep working. God got a
He about to
plan for you,
cry.
bro. And I ain't really know, I don't really be preaching like, but now I'm serious, bro.
I'm gonna end it with something like this, man. For you, right? What would you at the stage of life that you in right now would tell that young you? What advice would you give him?
It's gonna be all right. Keep going. Like focus on the bigger picture. Cause that's me now. Like I never think about today. I live today. Might plan on tomorrow, but I just look at the long run, the bigger picture. Like what's gonna matter in the end. So just stay down. Don't worry. Just everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna work the way you want it to work.
What's up? You know what I'm saying? Because we always gotta, when we look at how far we are now, you gotta always look back and say, man, what could I have told the younger me that I could have did something different? You know what I'm saying? Like he talk about him, like could have helped a little bit more, but like, dang, it's like now where you are now, you look and you say, man, what could have I done different? Could really made a change in my life that I probably wouldn't make some of the same decisions I made. But then you think about it too, like you blessed to be where you are now, doing the things you're doing now because you love what you're doing now.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes it took all of those things for you to go through just so you could be where you at now to look back and enjoy, like, man, like I'm thankful that I even made it through all those things I made it through to be right where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So some advice could be able to change that, but like, man, you probably wouldn't change it for the world, but where you at right now, doing the things you get to do.
See, I got my son. He wouldn't be here he wouldn't be here if I changed anything. That's really what made me thankful about everything. My boy Big too.
Yeah, he getting big. Now give him a shout out because you got a project out. You got a couple of things on. Tell the people what you here. We didn't dug in some things, but tell the people who you are, where they can find you. What's up?
What About Time out on all platforms. Go stream that. Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you can. Got 2 videos out for you guys right now. I got House Party and I got Walkthrough. 2 great singles. Go tap in with that. It's your boy 4A Do, man. Y'all gonna see me in a few, man.
TB Teddy.
Hey, man, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Who?
That's the alter ego. It's TB Teddy.
Oh, I thought you said titty. He don't be speaking correctly sometimes. You got to check him every now and then,
You
bro.
know where that come from?
What's that?
TB Teddy.
No, where it come from?
Teddy Pendergrass.
Okay.
He don't know nothing about that.
I know a little bit about that teddy, bro.
I don't turn out the light.
I know a little bit. I know a little bit.
I know you need to stop letting the men massage your damn back. Let's get back to that shit. Keep your
They
hands
don't,
off.
but I was in college and I
don't
needed
care
a
when
deep
you
tissue
was, bro.
massage
You
on
let
my
me know. Talk to me. You don't let the man touch your back. Keep your hands off my man back, y'all. That shit ain't cool.
Man, I'm not.
It's been another episode.
This been another episode,
I'm
man.
Mr. Coach Crazy.
I'm G Reed 61. You feel me?
And this been another episode.
Bit a different podcast.
Keep them man's hands off your back.